Hey guys, it's Rhea here and welcome back to another build episode. We are continuing our tiny residential lot type kind of mini series, and today we want to kind of wrap it up and try to make a small home with containers. Now, if you have been following the series, I have made a micro home with one container, a tiny home with two containers, and I also want to do a small home, hopefully with 3 containers this time. Now, during building our tiny home over here, I kind of came up with a story that there's an artistic sim living there who loves to paint, who also has an easel up top, so they can paint the surrounding area or whatever they feel inspired to, as well as do some yoga and have like this Zen vibe going on. Now, for this one in particular, the story came to me before I actually even started thinking about how I want to do this build. And what I want to do is I want to make 2 containers. So let's go ahead and do that. So I do believe like this, and we will just copy paste it over here. We have 64 out of 64, which is tier 2, but we want to go to tier 3. So let's go ahead and copy this one more time, rotate it, and I do believe if we do this, we are 100 out of 100 tiles. So basically, what I want to do over here is have 2 sim living. And my idea, the story behind it is there's 2 sisters who are both famous in their own way, or at least they are rising to fame. Now, one of them is an actress in making, and the other one is a part of an esports team and basically a gamer. I kind of wanted to make them as brothers at first, but then it does fall into the stereotype that only boys are gamers and are able to compete in esports, and I do kind of want to break that fourth wall and break that prejudice that girls can't be gamers or esports competitors. So that's basically the backstory of this build. I do like how it looks because it gives us both a lot of upstairs space as well as inside. And the idea behind it, again, is that over here, each of them will have their own container, most likely with only the bedroom and bathroom, as well as maybe their own skill items. So, for example, for the gamer girl, the computer. For the actress, I will have a mirror and other things that go along with the acting career. And over here is going to be kind of like a common room where they will hang out. They'll have a kitchen here, a small dining area, as well as a living room. Basically what we did in the downstairs section of both of these builds over in the back. Now, I did say we are kind of coming to a close with this series, but I also want to utilize this space over here and just make a normal residential home without any restrictions and see how much it will differ from this small home, because this is a substantial amount of tiles we have to our disposal. And yeah, I want to see how that will basically go and what we can do. So I will go ahead and try to lay out the rooms how I picture them. I will also again choose the wallpaper color for both inside and outside, and then I'll bring you back once I'm done. Alright, so this is how our exterior looks like. I kind of went with as neutral colors as possible. I also added both doors with just swapping swatches so it kind of stands out. With the top container, I went with white as well as a lot of, well, not a lot, but with mostly mosquito windows because I do think they look really, really nice. Oop, I do apologize for this. On the side, I used this stained window from, I do believe, the fitness stuff. As well as some eco lifestyle windows for the bathrooms, and on this container over here the same thing, just in gray. Now I do believe I want to start with the quote-unquote common area, so we have our kitchen, somewhat of a living space, and dining area. Let me also turn off the grid because I do prefer to build with the grid turned off. And since this is kind of giving off a more modern style, I will go with, actually let's go with Dream Home Decorator counters because we did use the industrial ones quite often in the previous two builds. I think this swatch looks nice. Maybe something more in dark. Ooh, or this one. I do like this one. Okay, so let's grab ourselves the corner ones, or maybe even not this one. I would prefer this one to be over here. We will also first grab the fridge. Let's go with this one. It looks really nice. And we also need, there goes my internet. We also need a stove, so let me grab just the space game one. Maybe change the swatch to this so it kind of matches the counters. And we also go with one more counter. Go with like this. Now it is unnatural to have a sink right next to the stove, so what I'm going to do instead is, if I can find it, I usually never use dishwashers. I never use them. I don't know why. I could have used them in these two builds as well and have actually a functioning sink in the kitchen, but alas. Okay, I think the kitchen is more or less sorted. I would love to actually have some surface area as well, so let's go ahead and maybe go for a couple of these perhaps, and then just scoot them over like so. Yeah, I do like this. We have lots of storage space and clutter space, so that's kind of sorted. Now let's go into the dining room options and see which exactly table. I would love to use some of the fabricated ones from Eco Lifestyle, and this kind of minty color looks nice, so I will grab this. We also have a bit more room space over here, which is very good. We didn't have that luxury in the previous builds. Now let's go ahead and, yeah, since we are going with something more modern, let's go with the Dream Home Decorator chairs and scoot it a bit over here. And we also have this area for our living room, so let's go into the living room section. And not necessarily sure how I want it to be. I would love to have this, but unfortunately it's kind of small. Well, the area is kind of small, so let's go ahead and do it like this. Maybe have a sectional, but like this. Would this look good or not necessarily? Let's actually do this and swap it out for this one. And connect it real nice. I think this is a better option. Now let's choose the swatch as well. Maybe this green one. Or actually this grayish one to go with the... kind of go with the table. Actually, let's go with the green one. And I do hate... I did hate... correction there. I did hate that each section of the couch used to have a different shade of the swatch, but luckily they fixed it. And now it's all matching. I think, yeah, Dream Home Decorator again. Is this the one? No, it's not the wall one. I think this is also... go ahead and do just this. So the sim does have space to move over here. Television, maybe a bigger one, like this. Sure, we didn't have the luxury of having big TVs in the previous build, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe even choose an end table. We also didn't have that much going for us. This industrial one over here, just for the sake of it being here. But it looks kind of out of place. We could actually see and do more sitting space. Very, very nice. Yes, I do believe we will leave it at that. Obviously, I will also add a rug over here as well. Maybe another Dream Home Decorator one. And another swatch, maybe a lighter swatch this time. It's not necessarily lighter. Let's see, where is the one that you can unlock? Maybe even do it like so. That's too big then. No. And this one's too small. This would be the perfect size for the rug. But it's also kind of monotone. Let's go with this. Kind of has accents to it that match the vibe we are going for. And I believe this is the upper area done. Now I want to focus on this container first. This will be the container of our esports girl. I also forgot to choose both doors for the bathroom, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do it like this. So bed first and foremost, that's the most important part, and I do believe I want the bed to be kind of over here, not even a double bed, because double beds do take up a lot of space. I also don't want to get the like cheapest bed there is either. This one's nice, but or maybe this one in yellow perhaps could work, but I also need to know where my desk area will be, and considering this door is pretty big, let's actually go ahead and focus on the desk area first, because I do want her to have like a double setup, like a double monitor setup, maybe even a recording station for vlogs and such. This is tricky. This is really, really tricky. Maybe I should have started with our actress instead. I believe Dream Home Decorator is going to get a lot of love in this episode, I feel. Like this in white, and then it's a shame that you can't really choose how you want the desks to go. But I believe if we change the swatch to, I think I had it like, no? Where is it? Was it this one? Oh, it was, because it's only this. Well, we will forgo that it's clipping over here. Or maybe I can actually put it like this. So we can have a proper gaming computer. This is a portable one. I would say let's go with this one. Or not even this one, actually. This one. This one looks more on the gamer side, and I like the green. I do like the green. Let's keep it green, and let's add a chair as well. I would say from Dream Home Decorator again, and green to match the lights on the computer. And I also want to add, I'm not sure if I will be able to like this. I will be, but or maybe I put it. I will play around with this, how I want to have the setup and how I want it to look like. But for now, this is the desk area that I want to have. Over in here, I will, yes, the bed will be a different one, I feel. I do like this one from Dream Home Decorator. No, I do want this. Let's have it go with green. We have the green on the green yellow tones on the inside, the grays on the outside, and also the green in the bathroom. So I do believe it kind of does come well together. A small Dream Home Decorator nightstand. We also can have a mirror, or do we? I think we might get a wall mirror. Maybe not necessarily this one. I've never used this one before, to be honest. Maybe in a different swatch as well. And a dresser from Tiny Living. I do think it would be nice if I could fit in two. But maybe if I do it like so, then it looks weird. Let's leave it at that. And actually, let's go with Dream Home Decorator again. I keep on changing my mind. I do believe this is functional as well. But yeah, this is the bare minimum I want to have in the room before I do some decorations off screen. I also want to have a big bathtub, as well as a sink and a toilet. And I do believe this will be the sink, and the toilet will be just the usual one I use in my builds. It does look weird with this, but maybe this can be like extra storage, and if we scoot the toilet over here, we can actually access it as well. And let's go ahead and add the Tiny Living mirror. Center it so it matches with the sink. And now let's move over here to our actress. Let's actually give her a double bed, because the double bed is not an issue here, considering we do need a lot of space for the desk over here, but not necessarily over here. Let's also grab these, like, poofs are very cute, so I'll grab that. And also I will actually change the swatches off screen, just so we have just so we don't lose much time on it. Now over here, what I want to do is I want to add a couple of these, actually 3 of these. Scoot them just so they match. I also want her to have a huge wardrobe. Let me go ahead and do it like so. Just so I can do this and then swap it up and do it like this. So this will be her closet. Sadly, the windows are in the way. No, they're not actually. Wonderful. So this will be her closet area. And I do believe what I want to give her over here is a vanity. And it's going to be the vanity from the luxurious lifestyle, I believe. Or maybe this one. This one has more mirrors and looks much nicer. So let's swap it up. And add a chair, but I don't think it will fit unless I do it like this. And I think I will do it like this so we can add a chair over here. Again, from Dream Home Decorator, because why not? And over here, I will try and mirror what we have in the bathroom of our esports girl. But I think we will have some issues and we might have to settle with a shower. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's actually scoot this over like so. We have the shower, we will have the toilet, and once again the sink. Maybe this one from Get Famous. I do like that. I do like that. And then we can have a mirror as well. And I think I will grab this one. This one looks very nice. I do want to have this one, but it's massive. It's huge. So yeah, I think this is our basic layout done. I will add more to it, of course. And I will bring you guys back once I'm done. I finally managed to complete the interior, and I do want to start off with our top section over here. So the kitchen is only lightly cluttered. I put stuff here on the shelves. I've also added a couple of tea variety over here, and as well as a knife. Then a couple of plants over here because this space was kind of empty and I don't really know what else to put in here. And I've also added some curtains, as you can see, as well as paintings. Now, down in the bottom, we have a formidable, I would dare say, gaming setup with 3 monitors, no less. It's actually a setup I'm jealous of. To be fair, I also gave our esports girl a laptop. There's some clutter over on the other desk. I also gave her a drone for potential vlogs. There's also a camera for a face cam. She also has posters that are framed and signed. She also has a lot of trophies from her esports adventures. Over in this corner, I gave her a TV with an armchair and a console. Yes, a console with 2 controllers in case she has some friends over or if her sister wants to come over and play video games. And over here, I added also some clutter, and I managed to do like those drawers underneath the bed that you can pull out for extra storage. The bathroom was kept really simple. I've added some clutter over on the windowsill, and that's basically it. I did end up changing the sink, match the color of it, and basically wrap up her small container over here. Now, her sister has a more simplistic approach to things. Her wall is mostly decorated with her acting awards. I've also added a pillow. That's actually a meditation pillow from the spa day update that came out today. Over here with the vanity mirror, I cleared it up as much as possible, also with a couple of new spa day items that are in the debug. I've added plants as well as this shelf here for further awards. Here are some posters of the movies she starred in. And if we go over here, I added a mic as well as a complete glass wall that goes all around over here. And basically she has a lot of shoes, a lot of clothes. There's some paintings up on top. And if we go into the bathroom, I kept it really simplistic and basically didn't change much at all. I did also add a couple of plants over here on the windowsill, as well as curtains to close it off. Now she has more flowy curtains as opposed to her sister, who has these dark blue ones to basically cancel out any light while she is playing games and streaming. So for the exterior, my general idea is I will just take any really pathway. I want to have like pathways going from each door, and then down this area basically to an outdoor patio. And then what I want to also add is a pool, and I do believe this is kind of big enough. Yes, a pool area maybe like this, and this will also be kind of more fenced in as opposed to what we have going on over here. These are more open style yards where basically everybody can come in from any direction, and this will be more closed off for privacy. I will also add plants as always and bring you guys back once everything is done. I think I'm finally done with the outside, so let's take a look together. So this is how it looks from the front. I purposefully put a tree in the middle because in the back there's a pool, and this is just for the sake of privacy. We have some trees here to just act as a filler. I didn't also want to go too crazy on the foliage either. I kind of like this twin pathway going to each door, and then the pathways basically connecting over here going onto the back. And in the back over here there's a large willow tree that almost goes into the other lot. I've also added some island living trees over here, as well as other foliage. I've added a jumping board, or a jump tower if you will, also a ladder to get in and out of the pool, just a small relaxation area, and some foliage over here. These fences both are from debug, as well as these corner pieces, both this wooden one and the stone one, again for privacy. And again, I also didn't want to go fully ham on the foliage by the pool either. Over up top we have a small picnic table with a barbecue and a seating area. Here I added some planters in case they want to plant something, and a hot tub because why not. And it also has this wonderful roofing that goes with the container paneling of the container homes. But I think this is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me while building this. If you want to keep up in the loop of what I do on screen and off screen, you are more than welcome to follow me on my socials. My Twitter is @RheaPlaysYT. The YouTube channel Instagram is RheaPlays. My Simstagram is simbuildsbyrhea, where I mostly upload my both recorded and non-recorded builds in detail. And you can also follow me on the gallery and also download any creations I upload there. And my ID for that is bewitchedbystars. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode where we will tackle this plot over here and try and make a container home without any constraints. Bye!